What's up, YouTube? It's your girl CJ with Tate's Takeover. As y'all can see, I'm here by my goddamn self. You know what I'm talking about? But anyways, Andrea's at work. We haven't been able to put out a lot of videos because we've both been busy, and with our work schedule, we just haven't been able to catch up. So I decided that I'm just going to go ahead and, do a little something by myself. Just do a little story time, let y'all get to know who I am. So I guess like the most thing that's going to tie into this story time is that I am the youngest of three. I have an older brother, Lloyd, and I have a older sister who is Elena. And we're like 3, 3, and 3. So I'm 34, 37, 40. You know what I'm talking about? So anyway, like being the youngest, I'm pretty sure if any of you guys are the youngest of anything, y'all already know it is hell being the youngest. But the thing of it is that my brother and sister, they did more than just like pick on me, of course, you don't want to hang out with your little sister all the time. I was that annoying little sister that always wanted to go everywhere that they wanted to go. And then to make it even worse, my parents would be like, yeah, you can go, but you got to take your sister. And so I like, damn, man, come on. And so, but like growing up, my brother's best friend and had a little brother that was my age, and then we were like best friends. So for like a little period, it really didn't matter that I had to go too, because I had a friend that was the same age, so we did our thing and they did their thing, or whatever. But anyway, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna tell you 2 stories, and it's gonna be 2 of the most messed up things that my brother and my sister ever did to me, and they're individual. So I'm gonna start with my brother first. So my brother, I don't know which one was the most painful or which one was the most messed up. So y'all can leave comments at the bottom and let me know which one y'all think was the most messed up once the story is finished. So that means y'all got to watch this mug to the end. So anyway, my brother, we were outside one day. We were playing. I was probably about 4 or 5 years old. And I was wearing like some Raggedy Ann house shoes. Like they were like, they kind of look like stuffed animals on my feet, if you know what I mean. And so, I'm an 80s baby or whatever. So Raggedy Ann was like hot back then. So I'm walking around outside, following my brother everywhere he goes, as always. And he's like, hey, CJ, come here. So I come over there. I'm like, yeah, what's up? And he's like, look, check these ants out. Like, look at this ant pile. Like, you should put your foot in it. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to put my foot in that. Like, I know ants bite. He goes, oh, no, not these. These are the red ones. These are your friend. And I'm like, they are? He's like, yeah, watch. So he puts his foot in the ant pile. So, of course, now all the ants are like surfacing up. And so my dumb ass, I'm like, oh, dang, they didn't even bite you. He's like, I told you the red ones are your friend. So he's like, I bet you can't put your foot in longer. So, of course, I'm naturally competitive anyways. So I'm like, oh, yes, I can. So I put my foot down in that ant pile, and like all of a sudden, all the ants are just coming up. They're coming up like all around my freaking house shoes everywhere. And so then like all of a sudden they're like biting the hell out of me. They're like tearing my legs up, tearing my feet up. And I'm like, ah, my brother's like, you stupid. You're such an idiot. You're so stupid. Why would you put your hand in? And I'm screaming, I'm crying. My parents run from out the house, and they're like, oh my God. And they're like hosing me down. They got the water hose. They're trying to get all these ants off of me. My legs start swelling up. They got to take me to the hospital. I get a shot. Like, my parents gave my brother the biggest ass whooping of his. He actually got 2. 1 for making my stupid ass put my foot in the ant pile, and 2 for laughing at me while I'm sitting here screaming and crying like an idiot. Like, who does that? So that's the messed up story from my brother. My sister, oh my God. I was probably the same age. I had to have been around the same age. So I'm asleep, right? Minding my own business. I'm asleep. And my sister, she's like painting her nails and doing, whatever girly stuff she did. And she got the the wise idea, like, hey, you know what? Maybe I'm just gonna paint this paint on CJ's back. So I'm asleep. She paints my whole entire back with clear fingernail polish. Now, like I told you, I'm an 80s baby. So back then in the 80s, you know, the water beds were really popular. So we all had water beds. So she takes the covers off the water bed and rolls me over on my back. So basically what happens, like when you use clear fingernail polish on skin and you mix that with putting that on like a waterbed mattress, yeah, that mug turns into super glue. Like she straight up super glued me to the damn bed. Like, who does that? So I'm stuck to the bed, and my sister has to go and get my parents because she can't get me off the damn bed. So my parents run in, they're freaking out. They drain the freaking water bed. They're trying to get this freaking bed off of my back. It still won't come off. They had to call the fire department. They came. They used some kind of solution or whatever it's called, some kind of solution to put on my back. And then they finally get this mattress off my back. So, of course, my sister get the biggest ass whooping of her life. And because my brother, being the person that he is, he's laughing because my dumb ass is super glued to the freaking waterbed mattress. So, he gets an ass whooping for laughing. Like, why? And one more story while we're on a brother and sisters and ass whooping. Now, I only remember getting one ass whooping from my dad. And because, I mean, he wasn't a yeller. He wasn't like, he was very calm, very passive. But when he get mad, he would like stutter and his voice would get even deeper than it already is. But it was like he just had this look, like he'll look at you. He wore glasses. So actually, I think I have some of his glasses in here. Did I throw them out? I thought I did. Okay, well, I don't know. I guess I don't have them. But he had his glasses on, and he'll look over his glasses like, and like when he did that look, yes, sir. Sorry, sir. No, sir. Like, we did not play around with Papa Tate. So anyway, the one time I remember getting the ass whooping by Papa Tate. Focus. Hold on, let's just focus. I can cut this out. Focus. All right. So the one time I really remember getting the ass whooping by Papa Tate, man, probably still around the same age. I got smart after 5-6 years old. I'll just let y'all know that right now. But I remember, like, we didn't really have like a whole bunch of money, you know, like growing up. Like, I remember, like, my mom, she was going to cosmetology school and my dad worked. And then but my dad worked in oil and gas, so he would get laid off and then he would go to cosmetology school. Like, I don't know, like, we always had stuff to eat. My godmother, like, she was a saint. She always came and helped out. But it's like, you know, like, we didn't believe in wasting and like stuff like that. Like, you know, like, you cherish the things that was bought for you, food, clothes, whatever it was. So anyway, you know, my dad was a big, huge believer in, like, we have to eat breakfast. Rather if it was healthy or not, we had to eat breakfast. So he goes to the store late at night and he goes and buys some Pop-Tarts. And he buys it's 3 of us and then plus him, my mom's 5 of us. So he buys this big old family box of Pop-Tarts, right? So he goes and he puts it in the pantry. So we wake up in the morning, he goes and he has his own special breakfast because he was diabetic. So, like, he would make his shredded wheats and turkey bacon. Like, he ate the same thing, like, every day. And so he got us Pop-Tarts because we didn't eat that crap. So he goes to start making us Pop-Tarts and the Pop-Tarts are gone. What the fuck, right? So he looks down in the trash and, like, the box is there, the rappers are there. So he's like, Elena, Lloyd, CJ, come here. So we're like, oh shit, cause like he never yells. So we come downstairs and we come down to the kitchen and he's like, he's mad, so he's stuttering. He's like, who ate all the goddamn Pop-Tarts? So I was like, oh my God. And I'm like, I didn't do it, Daddy. And I'm like, I didn't do it. And he's like, no, I didn't do it. He's like, oh, so the roaches just came and ate up all the Pop-Tarts. And so he's like, I know one of y'all ate these Pop-Tarts. Like, they didn't just eat themselves. Who ate the Pop-Tarts? And we're all saying we didn't do it. So he's like, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. I'm going to let y'all talk amongst yourselves. If nobody tells me who ate the Pop-Tarts, I'm going to beat all 3 of y'all. So I know at least I got the person that ate up all the Pop-Tarts. So we go and Elena's like telling me, right? My sister, she's like, CJ, just tell Dad that you ate the Pop-Tart. You going to get a whooping anyways. Why should all of us get a whooping? Like, I didn't eat the Pop-Tart. Lloyd didn't eat the Pop-Tarts. I mean, I know you didn't eat the Pop-Tarts, but why should we all get a whooping? You're gonna get a whooping anyway. So what did I do? Daddy, I ate up all the Pop-Tarts. My dad know good and well I didn't eat all the Pop-Tarts. He goes, CJ, did you really eat all the Pop-Tarts? CJ, did you eat the Pop-Tarts? No, sir. Who told you to tell me that you ate the Pop-Tarts? Elena did. So Elena got a whooping for eating the Pop-Tarts. I got a whooping for lying. And, of course, Lloyd got a whooping for laughing. That we all got a whooping by our dad. So, I mean, it's like, I guess the moral of all 3 of the stories is that my brother always got an ass whooping for laughing. Out of all of us, he got the most ass whoopings out of all of us because for laughing. It wasn't even that he was a bad kid. It was like, he laughed at the most inappropriate time. I don't know. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you all for watching my videos, listening to my stories. I will have more story times. Hopefully the next video that we make, my wife will be involved. But y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.